Just check it on my second recording. Yes, I've got the full window. Yeah, I had a bit of difficulty setting it up as you usually do on a new game. It's looks a little a bit foggy completely, if I'm honest. Yeah, there's an update. Yeah, even already there's an update that supplies. I'm hoping that the weird flickering's a thing that's been sorted. Gonna have to sort of like check my settings out to see, as in like over the coming months. I've tweaked the graphic settings a little. It's actually high res now than it was before. It's um it's full top level 4K, but then I'm compressing the image slightly to normal 4K so that it makes the pixels better. If for you, basically, the viewing should be better. But I've got to see if I need to trim anything down or anything like that. I've got everything on sort of full. Yeah, the draw distances are good and all that type of stuff that make things look a little bit right. So we've got our new tractor down at the and we've still got things to buy, haven't we? We've like, yeah, I mean, we've got, although no, we did say, didn't we? We're going to leave it. Yeah, so we've got the oil plant that we were going to fit because if we're going to do that, we need to do that, put that down now. So yeah, obviously I'm not sure about let's have a look. If we do have a bird's eye view. Now we have got some space at the bottom, but there's trees there. That is not ours. That is somebody else's property where the thing is. And we go up to so there is room here for some of our little cottage industries, or at the top there. I would leave, yeah, I would say where that other shed was is probably about perfect. I've got to get used to this new menu, so it is. No, it's not constructibles. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing those. But CP, he was right on this. Oh no, no, we need to be going down to no, no. Yes, here we go. Yeah, he was saying it's up to you, the individual, but I looked at him actually doing. I think it's that one. No, it's not bakery. The little ones. That is a preserved. Oh, a little preserved food factory. Wow. That's not bad, is it? I mean, I know we all know it's not going to be fantastic. Well, I doubt it. I'm sure it was the top one. Well, it was there yesterday. We saw it on camera. Uh, Great processing. Oh, wow. Oil mill, that's the one we want. Yeah, I can't get over how. Oh, surely not. Area is restricted. Well, you've got to expect these type of things at the beginning because things are not. Yeah, probably it's still registering the original. Right, so I'm happy with that. So we now need to go and grab our canola and stick that in. I think what we're going to do though is we're going to go down the shop and we are going to grab our new. No, I think we'll leave it. I think we can manage a one over winter. Thinking about it, obviously we've got to. The one thing we've got, I can't get over this. I'm used to pressing space. Oh, yeah. I never realised, but that has got catch hooks on the back, and it had always got catch hooks on. But I'm sure I've tried to stick things on it. Yeah, I've got to get used to the new res because it's a little bit higher res now. So we can sort of get over here. So we have got a generator as well, which is quite nice. I don't know what generator we've got, but we have. We could stick this under the veranda type storage, which is ideal for this. This is so much like the beginning of FS22 where we had this. We can do it, but just be a little bit more. Yeah. Fantastic. Right then, so we put the trailer back in this one, or did we leave it round by the right? No, we wouldn't have backed it back in, would we? It'll be back round where the we've got chickens as well, as in a chicken coop. How many? chickens have we got? You have no pens yet. We have a chicken coop. I can see it before my eyes. Right, so we need to switch. I thought I'd left zone markers on, so is it for show then? I think it is. It's not a real chicken coop. I could have sworn Miss Silpy said that everyone had got a chicken coop at all the places, so that's a bit odd. It's got chevrons, but I'm sure we've got left. No, did I take them off? Let's have a look. We've got to get used to the menus anyway, so I apologise. I won't be in and out of menus too much normally. At the minute, general settings, director zone markers are on. Yeah, so just info triggers that we've not got on. So that's not a real chicken coop, or it's not working at present. Unless you have to buy it. As in, like, we don't. Oh, okay. It's a chicken coop I'm after. Perhaps it's because it start from scratch. Perhaps that's the problem. Right, I see it. It's there. I do remember now. It's all coming back. Yes, I think that's the generator over there in front of us, next to the bees. Yeah, I posted my very first episode already. Yeah, I'm quite. Yeah, this should be better. It's always that first episode is always a little bit ropey. I think we are definitely going to destroy that though, if we can. We want to sell it. Yeah, we want to get all of that back as well, even though we technically haven't really. Well, it's room. We could have put our business there, couldn't we? Really, because it's yeah, that's the generator there, which is I'm really glad we've got that. Got a silo, got all the base things, definitely. But as I said, there's no rush. That's my trouble. I'm always wanting to, yeah, let's go out and did I actually buy? Right, that's what we want. Did I actually buy? Let's have a look at our equipment, which I should say is in this one. So our equipment is, that's literally buying, isn't it? That's in the sales. We've looked at that lots of times. Packs, vehicles. Yeah, so we have a Massey. Yeah, it's a John Deere 650, Great Plains, Bombtech Challenger. Okay. Hand tools, vehicles, Stayra, Massey. Just going through this. I apologize. I won't be like this always, honest. It's you just the beginning. You're a little bit, no matter how. Yeah, it's true. On my last episode that I recorded, um, the other day, I was talking about this. I'm always a little bit slow to sort of, like get started with things. Right, we should be straight down at the bottom. Yeah, I'm hoping my headset behaves itself. I might get my old desk mic out. It's a good one. It is a good one. Yeah, and let's stick this in here. And it does need selecting. Okay, well, that's interesting. We didn't V-mode it. And I'm so used to the tip side indicator, but it is straight behind. Okay, well, that is interesting. Perhaps we have to make it active for it to pop. We're definitely in the dump zone. Right, okay. Oh. Hang on a minute. Put the grape processing down and we ask for the oil. Oh, that's cheating. Oh, I will hate this already. You make one mistake. Oh, it's even smaller. Okay, well, it's a genuine mistake. These things happen. So it is what it is. Do we stick this up at the house now, though? Like no, no, we're down here now. It stays where it is. So we'll stick that. It doesn't like you putting it on things that you've already done. Right, okay. Let's try that now, shall we? Stick this on. Oh, canola oil storing 48 cycles times what? This is the bit that got Mr. Cecilia was the same. Doesn't quite fit on your screen. You've got to go down a little, and then it shows you what. So we know that it's just 20 canola oil, but the 20 canola, so that's actually 480, 960 per month. We're just under a ton a month. So this is a project for over an entire year. It's not something like you could like make a mega business. It should process really what you do, and this is going to take about 5 months to actually do. And when is canola oil worth its? Yeah, what are the prices? Because canola oil used to be in November, December, and it still is 1984. So we're going to miss the boat this year, but that's why I wanted to just get cracking with this and like use our fields to the full. Now September, I do believe we should be doing another planting job. Right, we should be planting, I believe we said wheat, because I'd like to do the straw as well. We've not got any means of getting it in, but this needs repairing as well. I don't think we've got a repair point, which does surprise me. But I'm sure you got the chicken coop as well. Right, let's drop that down. I think we're going to do this one. I'm going to whiz over one of the fields, and I'm hoping I think we should have, but wheat's quite heavy on the seeds, so we might need to. I'm not sure about my Valtra kit. I'd like to go back to my normal, I think. Right, so we're on canola. We want. You can do long grain rice, but you have to do the flood fields, and we haven't got the cash at the minute. So we're going to go peas. I've looked at the equipment and the spinach equipment's all a little bit beyond us at present, unfortunately. So there's not much difference in the fields. Let's just get cracking. Now, I'm going to be not quite as realistic as I was ending being on FS. I haven't got time to faff around, so I'm just going to like whiz around. Is that actually doing it? Let's just check. Yeah, it's very misty. It needs lime. Wheat growing, yield bonus plus 35%. Right, okay. It's working. Right, I'm saying my words. Let's go into a bit of a time lapse. Let's get this sorted because I don't want the it to be just about, like doing one little job. So yeah, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, apart from a missed patch, which I think we can see actually. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm quite. I was deliberating while we did that, like, what are we gonna do for the yeah, the rest of the crops? Just check and make sure. Yeah, we're actually on it. Fantastic. I thought I did that fairly realistically because I thought, hang on a minute, FS22, you like tried your best to like make improvements. I thought, let's if you start set a precedent, you're just going to follow that precedent. And I thought, let's not follow the precedent. Let's just like crack on, like not follow those bad precedents. Let's just so they're not just mucky. They are sort of like a texture that the map makers are using. Yeah, it's very nice map. Very, very nice map. Very authentic. Got a real nice feel, like it is a real place, which it may well be. Right. Okay, let's just sort of stick that like that. So we've obviously now, as you do, we're looking for, now that we've wasted 16,000. It's typical. No, 18,000 we wasted on like that, but it doesn't work. So we've done all that we can now, really. We just need to be going through and yeah, we've obviously not fertilized or limed or anything like that. We've ploughed, everything's ready. We've planted 2 fields, but that's it. Yeah, there's another patch down there, then a little tiny one, so it's not too bad. Not for manual. Right, so yeah, the other field is our biggest. Just it's a little bit more actually. So we're gonna like set it just like missed it completely. I was trying to be clever and like reverse. So yeah, I'm so used to having the mod that tells you at the top, like like you feel or sleep, or that it's hard to get used to. So we want it to be 9 o'clock in the morning. We've already checked the sales. We're going to go through the winter. Our little business is chugging. We will check that in the morning though, because I'm not here. So we have no animals at the minute. We sold them. And then we blew the money on a wasted, putting down a thing that's right, 609, 432 property income. So it's a very, very tiny income stream. And in the sales this morning, we have the Portinger cultivator 6 meter. We will eventually need to buy perhaps I'm not sure if ours is a no-till. It's good, but we can do without it. It is one of those things that yeah. Have a look at our Great Plains and see. Yeah, right. Okay, we need to go into used vehicles. No, we want. It's a bit confusing to me at the minute. It is. So we want a Great Plains. It's a cedar. And what is that? Is it a no-till? It doesn't say it. Oh, you can use it with fertilizer as well. So I can fertilize, and with that, 4.6 meters. That is not a bad starting. That I could put up with. I could going forwards. Doesn't say it's no-till. I don't know if no-till's even a thing yet, or whether it's not. I really don't know at all. I know obviously the 2 fields that we've done were okay, but we did plough them both. So yeah, right. So we've been through. It's now October. Let's have a look at our production and see how much we have got in storage. Oh, we haven't switched it on, Mr. Smith. Okay, so how do we make it active? I thought this meant it was on. Right, so oil mill status. How do we activate it down here? Now it's running. So I'm glad we checked this because I would have been expecting this to be done. Materials missing. Oh, it is as well. Yeah, that's olive oil. Seriously, you've always going to make mistakes. So actually, the olive oil is quite a bit slower. Yeah, than the. Yeah, I am interested. Please don't think that it's going to be like this. I'm trying to play this I'm on hard economy, and it's played so that it's realistic. So if things are tight, we haven't got the thing that Mr. CLP would have a normal economy where we've got to play this realistic because we can make mistakes like we already have done, and I've just blown 18 grand, and that's a lot of cash, really. So we do want to go 9 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to whiz through. We've got nothing to do. I know we could chop trees down and all the rest, but I'm really interested in the farming elements of the game and productions. But I'm not. I don't want to like. When I say waste time, there's not much to be gained on our land for take 36 production costs, so it's not terribly expensive. It made nearly 500 as well. So what have we got in the sales? Oh, now that's more like it. Yeah, no, isn't that typical? Hey, we could have actually. I've got to be honest. That's almost what it was like. Would have been 400 odd grand. Mind you, no, they were a little bit dearer. But that we're gonna need one of those. I'm definitely buying. Well, that definitely, definitely, definitely. Yes, we do want to purchase it next year. We will use that properly. The module 4 for cotton bales. Yeah. That's it. We're going to go through. Our money is obviously ticking down, but that's why I'm glad that we did for the 750. I was trying to be a bit realistic. I keep missing that. I keep missing the. Yeah, right. So 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we have obviously, if it gets to about March, our crops are going to be growing full pelt. We're going to need to put some narrows on and things like that as well. And then we're going to need to like fertilize, lime, weed, all of that type of stuff. But I thought there's no real rush just yet. Yeah, it's only December. And there's lots of things. Direct disc is a forage harvester. Swifter disc. It's a 580 horsepower. I don't somehow think that we've got the capability of running that. So no, let's go through till yeah, no faffing around. It's just going to go straight through. As I said, it's concentrating on the farm, and I want this to flow nicely, like I was getting my Let's Plays on FS22. Although this is obviously a new beast, you can never. Yeah, Mr. CLP was saying that, and it is true. I totally agree about. Don't take anything for granted. A lot of people say that it's obvious. It isn't. He is right. It really is not obvious. Things change from iteration to iteration. So 21 cubic meters only digestate and slurry, 21 cubic meters. It's not a bad price, is it? But do we need that yet? No, not really. Not for what we're doing so far. So it just does show in this. Right, okay, so we're going to go straight through and to 9 o'clock. We can't say, well, we will have a bit of canola oil, but not a lot. So if we get to March, we need to literally get some start to buy equipment new because we can't wait for things to drop that you need. Okay, don't know what that was, but ooh, 3,500 liters as well. Flatbed. Ooh, we've got a bit of rather a bit of jitter in that. It's the first thing we've seen that's not anything weird. Tipper. How big is the tipper? 3,500 liters. I think I'd sooner it be. Yeah, it's whoa. And that is a day cab box body. What would that be useful for us for? I think flatbed. I think it would be useful, truthfully. Real colour, design colour, rim colour. I think we'll have it exactly as it is. Side guards. Ah, we can take the side guards off. I was thinking just literally a flatbed if we can. Right, okay. We'll just left and right then. Yeah, so we can stick things on like that. This could be our. Yeah, we will buy it. Yep. Okay. Thank you very much. Right, so 9 o'clock. It will be March in the morning, so our purchasing spree should be over, but we've got all of our vehicles over there. We'll go and grab some. Now then, I've got the government subsidy sign. I could use that the same as until we've got the tools where I can add the cash. All I was thinking was adding a front. Do we just grab a front loader for us and we'll do everything like you could do? Ooh. Is that spinach as well? We will buy that, definitely. Yeah, fantastic. Okay then, so I believe it's probably now is time for us to go and see what we've actually got. How are we doing with this? We have 1,407 litres. How much have we got left in? So really did. So that would be 3,000. Yeah, that would be right. So it's not a lot. It really isn't. But that is everything, I believe. No, there's a little bit of canola left. Yeah, 7%. So that will take that up to 300, about 1,007, which is right. It was exactly half, like we said. So yeah, we'll leave that on for one more evening. Let's go down because it is now time for us to crack on. So what? We're going to be going down to the store, which is exact. No, that is the shop is over here somewhere. Trying to keep it so that I don't have to like. Oh, I keep forgetting. Keep wanting to press space because. Right, let's. And we can grab the. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with this. I always find a three. If we got a front 3 point, we have a set of three tractors. I always find so much better than two, which I know that's sort of fairly obvious. But what I mean is, it's you can have a couple of jobs going at the same time whilst you can like do whatever you need to do. Right, so we're going to need. I think we're going to grab a front loader for this, but I obviously when I say that the limitations at the minute are terrible. We could stick this on the front of the John Deere though, and then we can. We're going to need a weight as well, so let's grab that. We'll stick that on the back, and the. Yeah, so at least we've got that. It's progress. You don't ever expect to. Yeah, I was thinking of some of my favourite Let's Plays on FS22, and I've got to be honest, Hobo's Hollow stuck to almost traditional farming. It's one of those farms that I enjoyed more than any other because it keeps sticking in my mind, and I didn't realise how much Hobo's Hollow had really had enjoyed that. We sort of, yeah, we did a bit of forestry, but nothing special. We chopped trees down, and we yeah, expanded the farm on what we'd actually got. So let's repair. Yes. What do I think of the repair costs so far? Bearing in mind these are like starting from like the very beginning. I'm not actually quite impressed. Yes, Giants, I am very impressed with this so far, definitely. Yeah, the prices, I mean, I've got to be honest, FS22, that was a terrible thing. So then we're going to need a front loader. If we're going to do everything ourselves, it means we're going to have to bring the stayer down. That's why I really wanted to buy. Trying to think how much a government subsidy sign brings in. Because I only want to bring in enough cash. That's why I don't really like that type of thing, because it can get out of hand. Everyone's using them at the minute to bring in millions and all the rest of it. But I've got to be honest, I personally I want to try and stick to as realistic as possible. So we need to be going front loaders. I presume we have got them at the minute. We have indeed. I've no doubt they're going to be very expensive. And yeah, there's going to be no cheap option, is there? The quick is the cheap option. Do we stick? I quite like the black actually, but we ought to. I think let's. Yeah, no, we need it to be as cheap as possible. We really do. We've got no. Yeah, we do want to purchase it for 7,500. Yes, please. We also need a weight, and we also need a front loader tool, which I think it's going to have to be really like the pallet fork, isn't it? Just checking what we have got. Big bag. Lift a single. Are we going bags or are we going to go, I think, pallets? I think big bags are usually the better value, aren't they? So, universal buckets, 1,000 meters. Let's just check. Bale handler, log fork, silage cutter. Or do we just go for the single big bag lifter? We're just going to stick to bags. Could do. I very rarely do that. Let's do it. Now then we need a weight, which I would imagine we're going to need, I think we just about manage, but no, we don't want category seeds, do we? They've put it slightly, they've category consumables. Solid fertilizer 1000, fertilizer, solid fertilizer 1. So they're exactly the same, so we may as well grab. Yeah, and we're going to need some lime. But this, of course, is going to be completely different to what I'm used to. We might well find that we need an awful lot, but we'll do 4 to begin with. And we want some herbicide if we're going to go the route of spraying, which we said we were going to. It makes no difference. So we'll go whatever. Oh, now how are we going to do that? Yeah, this is the trouble. This is the trouble, isn't it, really? All right, so we want sprayer. Although, yeah, we've got a few months of the sprayer. Fertilizer spreader, I'm not waiting any longer. We're going to go for that. I know, we need a limer as well. That's the trouble, isn't it? It's, yeah. And yeah, I think that sometimes you've just got to rough it a little as well. You can't always do everything spot on either. So weight is, I believe, the other thing we were after. Weights, which is where forestry miscellaneous weights. There we go. We want, doesn't want to be too expensive. That's actually got a, how heavy is that? I would say it needs to be at least a ton. I would say so. 900. Wow, some of these are a bit. 1,000 for 600. How much for the 12? 2,000. Just doubles it. It's a class. 50, 650, 750. I would say that one actually represented the best value, truthfully. Yeah. The glass weight. That's 900 kilograms for 1550. And adds 1,000. That's really quite good value. How much for that one that we looked at to begin with, though? Because that, I'm sure, it's 1,200 for 2. I think. Yeah, we do. Right, let's put this lot together. And let's get that packed up if we can. Yeah, obviously the Corteva's the one. We've not got this. We've not brought the sprayer, have we? No, you need that first. Well, as I said, really, we're only in March. We've got one more field to, and a sensible person would have actually set somebody going because what can we plant in March? Oh, okay. Hang on, we didn't buy the front loader. No, that's what we said we were going to do it, but we didn't do it at the time. My bad. Oh, we do need to set somebody going though. Let's see what can we have planted, and we'll set that going because we can do this whilst that's actually. So then, what is plantable today? Oats. We do sunflowers would be better, but we need a planter, so we've got to stick to some of the things that we got with our cedar. Really, we have also got but we need special. Yeah, we do. We've got to be a little bit sort of realistic for now. So I think we're going to do a field of oats just for crop because it's not a terrible one to do really. So let's set that going now. A sensible person will do such a thing. Enter. I will get used to this. Right. There's a bit of repair work needs doing on this. So again, this is basically we need to rush back to the. Right, so we want to go oats. And we'll set this going. We can see our weeds are prolific. We knew that would be the case. Right, okay then. So, yeah, I had to be careful. You only have to tap the worker very slightly, and it's literally... Right, so let's let you go. And we're going to go down the shop, and I think we're going to time lapse this, because there's quite a bit of work to do. Yeah, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right. I've only just realised that we have got fields two as well. A little green, but it's amazing the things that you'd sort of see how the changes, little tiny changes, the fact that it shows you your green blobs on the fields you own, and the farmyard likewise there's a green blob there. So you sort of like know that you own it. These ones we don't because they're black. So yeah, it's a little thing, and probably everybody else knew it straight away. Right, okay, we need to set this going straight away. We do, I presume that's actually done. How do we check that? Let's have a look. No, crop types, growth, fertilized, showing. Let's switch the weed off for a minute. That's not switching the weeds off. How do we switch that? Select. I'm selecting, and nothing's happening. Move cursor, previous menu, next one. Oh, I'm pressing. Yeah, it's weird. Deselect all. Right, that literally switches everything off. So can you just select one? As in, can I like go fertilized? And can I switch weeds off? I like no, I can't. It's a little bit. Oh no, you can. Yeah, you can. You switch it with the. So that's the fact it needs rolling. We may, as I often do, fertilized. So we just fertilize that, but that doesn't look like light blue to me. I think we need switch needs rolling off and needs liming. We can see it's fertilized once. Okay, just that one. So she did fertilize that. Did a very good job. We need lime, but we haven't got a limer. Needs rolling. Shouldn't need ploughing. There's a little tiny strip that we missed, but we do need to set the yeah. Let's fill this again and set the starer. We've got a cultivator, haven't we? No, it says it needs ploughing. Yeah, so let's set this going on our field of canola, and I think we're going to go back into attempts because there's like a shed load of work needs doing now, which I didn't think we did. So yeah, right, I'm going to say my words again. We've got a massive monster field to plough. I might actually, as I did sort of a while back on FS22, I might actually, now it's not hard to take these off. Yeah, uh, fantastic. I think we'll get the plough going. It's only a 4 meter. It's going to take a while, but I think what I'm going to do is leave that one trundling now. Where did we stick that? I think it was over here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it trundling after the end of the session and let it, and then just sort of show you when it's finished. For something like that, it is true. I've got to get a bit better at that. I mean, I obviously like to show you the work, which is true, but there's some things that all of them it's going to be is worker wages, and that's not really got an impact. I can't cheat really. Well, I mean, I could, I suppose, but I'm sure you can figure out whether I have or not for that type of thing. So I'm not impressed with the workers. The AI is still as terrible. Clanging into gates? Seriously? So the AI is not terribly good at setting destination. That both of them were foxed, which is this is our biggest field as well. It's just quite a monster. So let's set this going. Yeah, we've got been very generous on the start farm. Oh, I'm gone honest. Right, so let's have a look. I would imagine that this is nearly done. Enter vehicle. Yes, very nearly done. So I thought we'd about finished. We are going to need some more seeds. I didn't buy any seeds because I thought this was all that we've got left to do. But I do think we're going to need some more seeds now. I think we're on the last. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh no, there's one at the top as well. Very good though. They are very methodical. Really, I'm quite impressed with that. With the courseplay type thing. Fantastic. We'll kill this again. It seems that it just about manages to do one of these small fields in one go, so that's quite impressive. Do like the crops. Yeah, the crops are very interesting. It's amazing. I was talking on Gated, and literally saying the one thing that was like when you go to 4K content, the plants were on FS22 were very flat, cotton especially, and I did the poppies on Gated, and they were not bad, but they were when you go 4K, it emphasizes how bad some of the things are. I'm quite pleased with where I mean, we've spent 250,000 though, I might add. That's what I'm saying, and it's easy to spend money now that much I knew, and it's hard economy, so it's not easy to make money. That's what I'm saying. We need to really get cracking with our crops. That is our asset is that particular thing, but our equipment is all fairly small, so we are just going to be putting in time to actually get this done. So yeah, that's very nearly done now. So fertilize this field next, which we'll do, and I think that is going to be the last job we do this session. Yes, I thought you'd actually done. I was going to say I thought you'd done. So let's have a look. Yeah, that's all done. Fantastic. So what are we going to do? I seriously think we ought to, even if it's lease a planter and put a field of sunflowers in to go with our oil, because it's going to be a lucrative business, even if we have to whiz through the year and just do that sort of thing. Because as I said, there comes a certain point when either you've got all your equipment or I mean, yeah, we're going to have to lease a sprayer even if we're not going to buy one. So we could sort of thinking about this. Like really, like do that. That's what I'm thinking. Fantastic. Right, so then we need our fertilizer on the last field, and we'll have a look after I keep wanting to press space. I do. So this can be obviously it's got narrow, so this is our asset for fertilizing and liming. Although we haven't got a limer at present, so yeah. I don't really fancy purchasing the Bredel. Do we take a hit on the liming? It's quite a serious hit, really. Well, it's his base game, so we shouldn't really. We could lease a Bredel, I suppose. Hmm. All right, I'm going to do this last one. I want to try and get me hand in for like width. Right, I'm going to have to zip out a little, I think, so we can see what we're doing. Right, I'm not going to time lapse it now. We're going to finish the session after this one. Maybe go through. No, because I'm going to have to leave the plowing. That's what I'm thinking. We just leave. Yeah, I'm impressed with the seeds. The seeds are lasting well. They're not caning the seeds. Fertilizer's quite reasonable. And this is a very, very reasonable. I like the fact that Giants have actually put some. That's the one thing I'm going to say over the years that I've noticed of the two iterations that I've played was it's frequently there's nothing low end, and I found it very difficult on FS22 to actually make a start at the beginning because I'd got to buy everything. I mean, there were sales, but as you frequently find, you very often don't have the things you need that come in the sales. You've obviously got to buy new, and if you've got to buy new, it was quite a struggle at times to actually, and there was very little low end stuff left. That's not bad. That's not awful. Yeah, but this time we seem to have it. It's a bit strange that we've not got a low end limer. I mean, the fertilizers. This is a very reasonable option. It's not a very big spread, but at the beginning of the game, you don't really expect the modders, I'm sure, will soon get working on things. Although not until Giants release the editor. Well, some modders can work without that sort of, but not properly. Yeah, not to release a proper one. And obviously, it always seems that there's a few weeks before the editor's release, so modders, well, unless there are some modders that are allowed access earlier than others, because I'm trying to do a bit of modding myself, and I checked yesterday, is the editor available of the download, and it's only FS22 and FS19 that's actually on the Giants Developer Network at present. So yeah, and as I said, it may be that certain specials. It did used to be that modding only used to be available to the select few, the chosen few. But it has now been released to sort of, but I don't know if the old sort of old boys clubs sort of exist to a degree where obviously you are, yeah, certain people are invited a little earlier than others. It could possibly be that way. Let's have a look at our. So there, you just go to farmland. That's the easy way. I could have done it, but there is a. See, it's getting used to these things. All right, so we want to be looking at. I want to be switching off. Needs rolling and watered. Oh, okay. Well, switch off needs liming. So field 4 that needs liming at the minute. Fertilized. Why is that? Oh, it's because the mulched. Yeah, so there's the fertilizing. You've got to pretty much take everything off. So that's, wow, they have been busy already. Wow, I'm impressed. So we've got 3 fields of crops who have got weeds, quite prolific, that we are going to need to spray. And I think we're going to need more than one spray. So I think this is where I'm going to call it. Yeah, we've done all that we can sort of for now. That field of oats is going to grow. My other 2 fields are sort of set nicely, and the other one is going to be ploughed by next session. So when I bring you in, that will have been done. So let's fill this up ready for next use. I do like the fact that we've got a truck already, and I really do approve of that. That is really, really nice. Very, very nice. So we need a limer. So we might have to lease something in time. Yep, so that's definitely the end of this session. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope. Yeah, one thing I'm going to make clear. I'm trying to bring in the financial side of the game and trying to be realistic. And that's why it is what it is. We've not got any very expensive equipment, but then I don't think a starting farmer could suddenly go into spinach unless, of course, I'd given myself 1 million, and then perhaps I could have given myself like one particular of the bigger tools, and we could have chosen something. But at the minute, we've gone into oil, and it is a lucrative adventure. Really, it is quite a good one. We could have done sugar as well, but I mean, again, you need each little endeavor you go into, you need the expensive equipment to go big in time. So, yeah, we've got the oil. The oil one is not the hardest. We need we could lease a sunflower header, and obviously we need a planter as well, either to buy or at least to lease to begin with, to do that big field of sunflowers if that's what we're going to do. There's nothing like the additional straw mod at the minute. We've got a field of wheat which is going to bring straw in, and we've also got a field of oats which is also going to bring some straw in. We've got no baler. So again, there's lots of things that you just tiptoe out, and then all of a sudden you need a lot more equipment. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything. There's some reasonable balers though. I did have a bit of a poke around after the end of the last session of baling, and I've got to be honest, I'm quite impressed. I didn't look at square balers. I didn't. Little tiddlers. Yeah, so there's nothing that's reasonable in that. Yeah, the go whale is quite. Well, and these also really. I'm just trying to look for these. Any 180s? No, I wouldn't want that. 125, 150s. There we go. That's the one I'd be going for, or that one, either the Crone or the BB3190. yeah, then it starts to go a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, but hopefully one time we'll get one of these on the sales. I mean, we've got until that, we can always lease. I mean, sometimes at the beginning you have got to lease a little bit because a lot of farming is patience, truthfully. It's something I've got to get better at, which I'm trying to. So yes, we will go into new things, but we need to start our money to go up, not down. And obviously there's still an awful lot of equipment to buy. So it's going to be very likely that our money goes down and not up for quite a while. But at least we've got a product that's actually beginning to, obviously we've got rid of all of our canola. We have got our, yeah, it's true. We have our wheat from last year. Now, we can't really make seeds or anything like that at present. There's no such thing. Look at that. It's half a field done already. That's quite amazing. It is. Yeah, so I did switch the needs ploughing on a little early. I probably reduced my like the crops that we got. I do like this the how the grass has gone from that lush green to only a few little bits of flakes of green. It's very silver run. It is very, very good. I like it. Yeah, so we will go into other things, but we've got to sort of fluff out our equipment. That's the biggest thing. And we've also then obviously got to, whether it's selling wheat or whatever. Hang on a minute. What happened to the straw? We must have not switched straw swath on. I just suddenly realised, hang on a minute, we had a field of wheat. Yeah, we did. It's true. We have got that in our silo, which should show where. Uh, no, it's going to be in this, I think, isn't it? Does it show you that? Finance statistics. Prices. Will it show us what we've got in storage? It does, yes, as it used to before. We have got. Okay, interesting. Yeah, 11,002 litres of wheat, which the best price is really terrible for wheat. We could go into chickens, which we then could go for eggs, which then would increase. But again, it's you've got to like buy the chicken coop, and how much would that be? Just as we sneak out of the game, how much would a no? We don't cows. Well, we do, but don't want them in a minute. We can't really afford them chickens. 30, 20. Is that it? They're a little bit small, aren't they? So 79,000 is the biggie that we would need to, that I would want to go for if, yeah, if we were doing this. I mean, I know cheaper ones will come out in time, but this is the beginning of the game, so this is the what we've got to go with. So 79,000 we're talking about. It's going to chickens. As I say, it's not a snippet for, I mean, say we've literally lost a third of our money already, although we have certainly enhanced our equipment quite a lot already. Yeah, but yeah, it's a start. That's all you can ever really hope for in a couple of episodes. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.